Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon recording from the DC Universe Online test server. So we're going to be taking a look at the next episode, Justice League Dark. Now I actually recorded a whole bunch before this episode, but it didn't come out right. Because what happens with the recording software is for some reason sometimes it records the entire desktop, and when I record on test I usually have DCUO inside a window. So while there actually isn't anything like sensitive on the desktop, it just looks bad with a whole bunch of other stuff there. So I'll kind of give a recap of that, because that basically had the pointer mission, which I can't repeat on this character. But actually it wasn't that significant, because it's not as long as other starters for the previous episodes. It's actually a one-step thing. So here's what we have from Chaos Gotham. There's going to be the 4 artifacts similar to Atlantis. So as you do these instances, you're just going to get awarded these artifacts. And let's see. We've got the main storyline, which is basically doing the instances in whatever order that's mentioned here. And then we picked up a couple of weekly missions. This is going to be the counter mission, where you're chasing like these, I guess, will-o-wisp type things, these magic shiny things. This one, at least on the first day, the pacing seemed really slow. You're going to want to get about 8 per day, and you would need that to get to 54. So we're going to take a look at that this time around and see how much it overlaps the 3 dailies. Because when I did it the first run, I didn't exactly do everything overlapped, because I wasn't used to where the zones were yet. This one is probably like the free mark you get, Chaos and Gotham. And then these are sort of like the bounty equivalents. I don't know if they're exactly bounties, I haven't tried them yet. But this one here, I believe, is the 8-man. There are like pods in the middle of the street. And then there's a Demon Lord, and this is the 4-man. So these are all weeklies. And we're just going to go into Chaos Gotham through the teleporter here. So it is on the same row as Atlantis and Earth 3. And unlike Atlantis, the quest zone is split up into 2 areas, probably, I'm guessing, for performance reasons.
I've only been with the forces of order for a short time, and this mess is more than I ever expected to see.
Okay, so that, I think that's the free mark. That's usually a console. Let's see, we've got 2 of the dailies here.
Power. I need your help gathering it.
Harpies and Cockatrice. Okay, I didn't have that one before, so there are going to be rotating missions here.
Gotham's only hope to defeat these otherworldly demons. The Sentinels of Magic and I need your help.
Okay, so after you pick up Dr. Fate and Phantom Stranger, you're not going to want to go and do those missions yet. You're going to want to go here, because I believe there's one more in this area. Zatanna, there we go.
Our world is under attack, and all those with power must rise up to stop the invasion.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and do Zatanna's first. And in the meantime, we're going to try to pick up 8 of those glowing things. Now, I have a feeling that one isn't going to work out, because they don't seem to spawn that much. And also keep in mind that this is the test server, so the population is going to be much lower. I'm actually recording this on St. Patrick's Day, the night of St. Patrick's Day, so there's probably even less people out because of the holidays. Alright, so we're going to see if this is marked correctly. We do have white dots on the map. Yep, it's marked. So far in the missions I've done here, there are a lot of ads. So it's kind of unfortunate that there isn't a kill counter, and instead we're going to be looking for those glowy will-o-wisp type things. Oh, an entry level for this, for the the actual tiered content is 253. So there's a lot of overlap with the last episode. Now, Alyssa on live is 262, I think. No, 261 as a tank. But in this build, it's actually pretty close. I think she's 257. Now you see 258 here, but this is probably simulating a 253 because I don't have the augments really powered up at all. Skill points are lower, and also the artifacts are not powered. I mean, they will activate. They're above 80, but they're not like 140 or 160 like I have on mine. So stat-wise, she probably is more similar to a 253 entry level, which is a better test case anyway. Okay, looks like that middle thing didn't take damage. Maybe the ads have to go first. Yeah, it seems like it has to be damaged up to a certain level, and then more ads came out. But with the stats in mind, 253 or 258, you see that there's nothing too difficult here. Jumping right into the middle of the ads. Yeah, it goes down to about 1/3, and then some more ads come out. See, in this content, like a kill counter would have been more convenient because it's like overlapping exactly the dailies. So now I've finished one daily, and I didn't come across any of that weekly collection one. Okay, let's highlight the next one. So it doesn't look like these two zones overlapped. The Zatanna mission is probably way off from the other two. And there are going to be a bunch of quests mixed in, so if it's the same format as most of the recent episodes, I would say each quest giver probably has a random of 3 different missions.
I felt as it was.
Oh, this is one of the weekly things we're looking for. So there, we got one. So whenever there's a mission where you need to interact with a friendly, you're going to see like a red and green dot, and then when you get closer you'll see the proper icon. which is not the case here.
It was like my soul
In this
was
case, they
torn
would all be
away.
red. But like, I don't know, I do see greens out there. That isn't one of them. Something is showing up as green. Oh, the tentacle for some reason is showing up as green. Which is part of a different mission.
It was so cold, as if the soul was one.
Now, so far these missions are relatively quick. They do get to the point, and I don't feel like they're overdoing it so far. But only that weekly one bothers me.
It's like I could see myself from the outside.
Yeah, so now we've finished 2 dailies, and we only got 1 out of the weekly. Okay, what are we missing here? Harpies and cockatrice. I didn't get a chance to take a look at these guys yet. I imagine they're up here. So this is one of the NPCs I do not like because they don't follow the counter mechanics. And the regular cockatrice at least could re-stun you. Like you could stun, break out, and then they'll just immediately stun you again. So as far as user experience, I don't like NPCs like that, because it kind of disrespects the combat system that the game was built on. Harpies do follow like the same humanoid mechanics. And this mission is super fast. Yeah, I'd be happy to get that one every day. So yeah, 3 dailies done, and still only came across 1 of the weekly. Let's just see how long it takes to get 7 more. So it looks like there's one down here. No, yeah, see, from far away, like many things can look like it, like these lamps there. It would have been cool if they made them a different color, something that stood out a little bit more. Okay, there's something. And another. Well, some of them are yellow, but it does alternate to a pink. Like, okay, that one was a yellow one, but the first two I grabbed were pink. Wait, let me highlight the mission to make sure I'm not like out of the zone. So I believe it covers the entire area or close to it though. Okay, so it does seem to rotate or animate from yellow to pink. Or magenta. See, that the yellow looks too close to the lamps. I kind of wish it just stayed pink or it alternated between pink and some other color. See, that's much easier to see. Alright, so I am getting the hang of finding them, but like again, imagine hunting these with 20 to 30 other people in this phase. It's not like the Atlantis treasure chest where there's multiple actions. Like one person could hit it and then like several others would do the collecting and then you would get credit. There's no way to split this one because there's only one action. Like you just basically see it and touch it. So in the case of this one, it may not even help to group up because they're so far apart. And if you had the group like spread out, you're not getting credit from everyone in the group. So it might top out with groups like at 2 or 3 people, I'm thinking. So if they leave this as is, my recommendation is to try to get 8 per day. But if you can't, like if you find yourself spending too much time out here, I would try to do it towards the end. So you get like whatever you can doing the dailies, and then in the final days of the weekly cycle, then you try to ramp it up a little bit more because most of the population is going to try to binge it in the beginning. So there are going to be more untouched ones at the end. Let's see where the warp rally goes to. Which camp? Is it Zatanna or is it the main one? Okay, so this is going to be the main one that the Watchtower teleporter goes to.
Every demon vanished is one less terrorized.
So Zatanna is sort of like the King Shark in Atlantis. She's off in the other place.
I know it feels like every demonic pod is replaced as soon as we destroy it, but don't let that discourage you. You're doing a great job.
And let's just go and take a look at some of the rewards. Out of the choices, I'm just going to pick the base items just so we have something to look at. Empty rodent cage. That does not sound appealing. Argus display. And another display. So some pretty generous loot pickers here. Oh, and I had a couple from yesterday, actually. So we got Demon Pod, Bookshelf, Demon Pod. Yeah, so the format of the loot pickers, they're generous like Atlantis, where you have a chance for gear in each one, or choice of gear, I should say. So a piece of gear is going to be guaranteed, which will help you scale up very quickly. And this space is starting to get pretty full, but we'll take this corner. So these demon pods look like the things we interact with in open world. These would look really good in a sewer base. Yeah, this is what we need more of in every DLC, some more tech items. What else did we get here? Of course, I have no idea if these are wall items or not. I just kind of have to scroll through everything. Alright, well, one of them was a rodent cage. And I think I lost track of the last item. Was it another Argus item? Oh wait, it was a bookshelf, I think, right? Book. Yeah, mysterious bookshelf. Oh, okay, so that's straight out of the House of Mysteries. Now that is a really large divider. Oh, it doesn't have like a top clipping point, so this is going to be pretty limited where you can put it. This would not work in a dive base. Now hopefully they have a wall version of this, because that way you can kind of try to recreate the stacks that they have in the House of Mystery. These monitors actually match this Gothic theme. Okay, I think that's all I'll cover for now. The solos pretty much are just the open world stuff. There isn't one that you queue up for. At least I don't think there is. No, there isn't. Yeah, solo is like every other episode. For the duo, we have the pub crawl. So there you see the entry level 253. For alerts, they added one alert. And then there should be 2 raids. Yep. And you can see the nice naming format there. Got the episode and then the instance name. Okay, so I'll probably do the outside maybe at least one more time to see if we get some variety. But that should give you an idea of like what it would be day to day. Maybe I'll shoot another one on the villain side just to try to capture that first pointer mission. But it really is, it's really just a one-step thing where you interact with like 3 points and then you go back to the quest zone. So it doesn't drag on like previously. Like Atlantis, you got sent back and forth. I don't remember what we did in Titans, but I thought in Titans we got sent back and forth. And Deluge was the worst one. Like were there like 5 steps to that one, and then you had to like repeat them again for the daily. Okay, but anyway, here is a first look at Justice League Dark, coming March 28th. Thanks for watching.